Good morning. Alexa, time.
The time is 5:36 a.m.
So I got about an hour before I have to wake up my daughter and get her ready for school. The bus is going to come up here. So this channel, this is Negotiating with Jesus. I'm Tom. And I think, the title says something about whatever I think. And I've toyed around with what to do with the channel, and I believe that music actually might get some attention. And I've had a couple people look at the channel and be somewhat disappointed. It's not clear that I'm going to win a large audience because this isn't going to be that professional. What I'm going to do though is, so it's 5:36 or whatever. I got up around 4, something like that. 7 hours of sleep, that's not bad. And I did my morning ritual. So I have a Bible reading program, and my app on my phone just reads some scripture. So scripture is ancient words that have some kind of power. They've held on. They're still influential thousands of years later, as many ancient writings. I do my Bible reading. I do a little prayer thing, do a exercise thing, drink some coffee, do my just waking up routine. And what I decided was, in the morning, the time that I love mornings, so I'm going to do the things in these later years, these golden years. I'm in my golden years. I'm going to try and really focus. I'm not a very focused person, as this video will attest to. So I'm going to try and focus and get some structures in place to do what I would really like to do. So guitar, I decided that I wanted to step up my guitar playing. So I have some songs that I wrote a while back. I decided I was going to try and, in these retirement or near retirement, semi-retirement years, try and go out and play music that I wrote, which tests me because I'm not a self-promoter. I have some amount of fears of judgment, which is the great thing. If you stand in front of people, the great fear of being judged is why people, public speaking is this, number one fear of people. Well, try public singing or public playing. It's a great fear. So I want to alleviate some of those fears. I want to encourage you to at least play for yourself without judgment. Try and learn to play guitar, because we have to fight the AI. And Skynet will take over and will deliver sophisticated quality music, really taken from all human endeavors. It will take and create, blend its own take on what we know is the greatest music. So it'll take some Bach, it'll take some Metallica, some Karen Carpenter. It will make some kind of beautiful, really good synthesized music. And it will take the human element out of it. Humans will still put out music, and it'll incorporate that. But I would like to encourage people to just cut off, and you do your own music, and let's fight against Skynet. Because I want you to play. So to play, you need to learn a couple things. So my channel is just going to be learn some chords. And learn rhythm. So there are things you do, and I want you to learn the C, G, D chords, the A minor and the E minor to start. The C chord. If this is your first time looking at my videos, I don't really like to use the B. I skip the B often. If you play, the B can be found down here on the open B string. B's, the third isn't really that great. The first and the fifth are awesome. G and D. I mute this out, and muting is a technique that you learn. I'm holding the 6th string G and the A string, which would typically have this B, I mute it. My finger is touching it, touching the A string. Same here. So, yeah, I gotta watch my camera positions. So you learn the C, the G, the D, that little triangle down at the bottom 3 strings. You touch that E because you don't want that to play. You use your thumb a little bit. And notice my thumb, I like to have my thumb hanging out to be useful. Muting strings. My finger mutes. I throw an extra D in. C, G, D. A minor, which looks like a C. So if you drop down on that 3rd string, play that A. And the E minor. Those are just great beginner chords. You have to learn to play them as quickly as you can, that your fingers get that muscle memory. And then you'll start getting into that average realm. This is the average player's graveyard. We were gonna die average, but I am stepping up my game because the past couple of years I've been practicing a routine every morning. Practice, it's like a football player. For game day, you need to practice. You're not gonna play a game. They don't play games, scrimmages, to practice for game day. They do drills. So learning to practice and incorporate that in your daily routine. And this practice takes me, it's maybe 15 minutes of the drills. I do the pentatonic scale. I want to know where the scale is on the strings. So the key of C. I'll slip into other keys sometimes. The key of E minor is great. The key of, which is the relative minor to G. We'll talk about that someday. So scale, the pentatonic scale. I do that 5 times. I want to know where these notes are. You can do all down picking. I do up and down sometimes. That was a little pull off. If you just want to learn one at a time every morning, play this. Play that in the first position, that's C. So this is caged. C, the A shape, the G shape, the E shape, the D shape. Caged, I'll use that a lot. The C, A, G, E, D. Those are the 5 positions. C, A, G, E, D, the D. So the D position. And then there are patterns that go with each position, and the guitar is great. The patterns just move. You can move them to change keys. So I was doing this. I do if you just practice one till you start getting it memorized. It will help. It will help that you start getting your muscle memory the same way as playing chords. You have to be able to play in some kind of timely manner, be able to find the chord. just quickly so that you can stay in time and actually play songs. But like a football player, you don't do scrimmages, you do practice for the fundamentals. You do practice routines. So that is the goal, is to put these exercises into your life so that you do the underlying things, and then the music starts coming out. But you kind of have to know how to grab a chord. You have to be able to do it. So you must try playing C, G, and D. In a timely manner. And whatever it takes to get to that. If it takes extra time, you play slower. Want to be able to find that chord, and you start working on it. Come on, fingers. Come on, fingers. Come on, where's that D? They gotta cooperate. They have to be they're your slaves. These are your slaves. I said it was D. That sounds like that Bachman Turner Overdrive song. Da, 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 da. Let it ride. So that one just happens to naturally come in. So we're learning how to grab chords. Critical. You learn rhythm. Other techniques will come. The muting. I'm going to do all acoustic. I'm not going to do electric. Electric has that chunka sound, which is so fantastic. You're holding a chord and giving just a little bit of the meat of your hand, just holding the strings, just muting a little bit so the strings ring a little. And then you can back away from muting, and the sound goes chunka, and it builds intensity. It's fantastic. Almost all the lessons you'll see online are electric guitars. I'm going to do only acoustic. I love the acoustic guitar. I've decided that I'm going to play acoustic. It is a solo kind of instrument. And at this point, I'm just going to try and do some solo work. So that's it. It was a long video, 13 minutes. And I didn't show you anything new. What I want to tell you is do the same things, nothing new, do the same things, and new things will fall on you if you do the fundamentals. Support music by knowing the fundamentals. We'll learn the notes and learn where the pentatonic scale is. So then when Tim Henson is playing, he's jumping around. You have to be able to find. And songs will come out even through simple exercises of playing the pentatonic scale. Songs will start to appear through structured practice. Don't worry about noodling around and doing the fun things. It's not game day, it's practice day. So do these things, then noodle later. First, put in the fundamentals. That's it.